It's been a while. Etesia Pro 46 deck repair. Some follow on from last year's video. I mean, this was supposed to be a winter project, but it never kind of got done. So yeah, the weather's a bit better now, and we've dragged it out. So this is how I'm going to repair the deck, and also the competition winner is coming up shortly. So stay tuned for that, and I'll show you how I'm going to repair this deck. There you go, dead easy, innit? All you need is a bit of tape. It'll be alright, of course it will be fine. I'm joking, of course we're not going to do it like that. We have sourced a used replacement deck. I think Brian Connors put a comment in the last video we did. Not sure what happened to it, but it's got deleted somehow. I don't know. Unless he removed it. But yeah, Brian Connors said they're on eBay. It's got a different model plate on it, but it's basically the same deck, so I can't see why we're gonna have any problems with it. Swapping bits over, it shouldn't be too difficult. So decided this is the best course of action, and hopefully I'm going to actually film us doing it, but we'll speed it up obviously because you don't want to get bored to death. It should be pretty simple if it comes apart in okay. As I said, I don't think it's you know, it's obviously been used, but it's not too bad. And hang on one second. Alright, we gave her you cheese. Getting some red luster on those fingers. I've already drained the oil off, so it's just a question of taking it to bits. Nope, not breaking it. Get a crest in. It's actually got two belts on it. One's for the brake, blade brake, yeah, and one's for the drive. Not seen that before. Missing carburetor. So, Etesia Project 101. In this box is a pristinely cleaned carburetor. I did literally just take the bowl off to start off with and take the main jet out of the side of it and gave it a clean, put it back together, and it did run better, but still had a bit of a hunt to it. So it has gone through the ultrasonic cleaner twice, and it is pristinely clean now. It is. Oh, we're not going to get any cleaner than that, I'll tell you that for nothing. Inside now, we've lubricated the shafts with a little bit of oil, and we've got some new gaskets to go on, which worked out to be nearly £8 for 3 gaskets. That one seems to be a tricky one to find genuine parts made in China, but this is the airbox gasket, and they're the 2 manifold gaskets, I think what you call them. So I'm going to throw this on, and I'll let you be the first ones to hear it running. Hopefully it's going to run sweet as a nut, and then we'll have a absolute bargain of an Etesia 46. So stand by. Right, moment of truth. Will she run better or not? Let's have a fire up and see. You're in the shot. I think that's because there's no fuel in it. Let's get some fuel in it. probably running a little bit slow. I think on the top end it's about 31. I'm not sure how you adjust it on this, I'll have to have a look at it, but overall it's ticking over better, starting up better. So yeah, Etesia. Etesia Pro 46. Obviously this is the commercial grade. It's got the faster drive on it. It's got the Kawasaki engine on it. These are expensive new. They are 1,700 quid. They are not cheap. The lawnmower cost me £85. The replacement deck was 35, so £120. Gaskets were £8, £128, and then if you call it, I don't know, a couple of quid for bits and bobs and a fiver for fuel, so it probably stands me about 135 quid. And looks like the carburetor's leaking. I think I've got to tighten the bowl up on the carburetor, but apart from that, hopefully she's good. Yeah, hopefully that's just tighten the bowl up on the nut on the bowl, so hopefully that's done that. Hopefully we are good to go. I would say the worst thing about changing the deck on one of these is probably the BBC clutch. You can't take the engine off without taking that off, so you've got to obviously take the blade off. You've got to take the BBC clutch off and all the pulleys, and there's actually 4 engine bolts on this. There's one hidden behind the BBC brake, so you've got to get that. But that's probably the worst of it. If your clutch this came off really easy. It was really greased up behind, so that made a bit of a a bit of a difference. It just slid off, so there wasn't any dramas. Everything is just bolt on, screw on, whatever. It really is pretty simple. I was quite surprised actually how simple it was. The handlebars all come off in one piece, so all the cables, everything there. So it's like 4 screws and the whole lot comes off. So that's pretty easy. I think we're still leaking fuel a little bit out of the bowl. I don't know. Something I'll have to look at. But overall, it is running a lot better than what it was, and it's got a replacement deck on it, obviously. And it's 135 quid for a £1,700 lawnmower. I don't think you can grumble at that. So I don't know whether to keep it or to sell it on, to be honest. I'm not sure. It's not something I can use on a daily basis. It's just a bit too heavy for me. 50 odd kilos, it's just a bit too heavy, and a lot of my jobs are very small gardens, in and out, so it would yeah, it wouldn't really work for me. But I might just keep it for the winter months, maybe for, like, you know, October, November, when it's a bit wet. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. I'm not decided. But anyway, Etesia Pro 46, 135 quid. Thumbs up for that. Happy days. Happy days. I almost forgot. We picked up this. It's a mulching plug for an Etesia, which I didn't know they did them like this, but hey, anyway, I'll show you how it goes on, if I can. Happy days, how easy is that? If you have got an Etesia 46, it's got this little insert here on the exhaust side, then you can get one of these. These are not very expensive. I think it was about £18 delivered, and you turn your Etesia into a mulching mower. Happy days. Okay, this is a update from last year's competition. The winner is Stephen Ingram 865, the Lincolnshire Legend Hunter. He guessed it right, £85 on the nose, and his charity of choice was the British Heart Foundation, which I have donated £20 to. So thanks very much for your comment, and thanks for watching.